Friendly little bugger. Alright guys, Papa Pepper from the Abundant Harvest Homestead here today in the garden with one of my top 3 garden plants, which is the Malabar Spinach. We had a ton of these, a ton of the food anyway last year. We only grew like 12 or 14 plants. And a very edible, very tasty plant. They call it spinach because it's a spinach substitute. It's a perennial in the tropics, but it does incredibly well here and many other places. And the way we like to do it is we'll just take these leaves, and this is one of 2 seeds I was able to sprout. They can be difficult to germinate inside, so you take these big tasty leaves. Man, it's been a year since I tasted that. Well, a growing season. That is tasty. So we like to use them fresh in a number of things, including salads and stuff, and then we also like to use them in stir fries. And I tried really hard and only got 2 to germinate, and that's why we never released them for sale on our Homesteaders Co-op store. Definitely a plant I love having, definitely a plant I want others to grow, but if I can't get 75 to 100% germination on my own, I'm not willing to stand behind them and sell them. But I heard that they could, you know, almost be invasive. Mr. Zach Bauer from An American Homestead kind of talked about them reseeding themselves and almost being invasive, and I'm like, really? So here I am by my little trellis. Now this is only probably a 10 foot little section run between 2 T-posts here. And we had 12 or 14 plants on here last year. We couldn't keep up with it. But a lot of them make seeds and they fall to the ground, and we didn't pick them all up. And if you look at this, people are absolutely right that these things reseed themselves incredibly well. I mean, if you look at what you're seeing right here, we've probably got 20 seedlings. Now, the cool thing is, I've got some friends who would like some, so I can take my seed in the trays here. So what I'm going to do is all these ones that did so well on their own, I mean, this is way more than we need growing right here. They should be on the trellis. The couple we had last year completely covered it all. So I'm just going to dig deep and kind of pop these up. Loosen the soil underneath them. Grab them out. Got the root system there. And I can put them right in a seeding tray. I'm going to give them a good water. They can grow there for a little bit. This one got nibbled down by something. Somebody else thought it was tasty too. And we have been releasing a number of lizards into our garden and some other things for our organic pest control posse. So this is one of those plants though. I love one that is super tasty and productive, does well in the heat, incredible plant, very tasty, incredible producer. We've really enjoyed it. And if something, you know, reseeds itself, if it comes back on its own, you know, this is not a perennial here, and I am super excited about seeing all these sprouts, because I was like, no, this is one of my favorite plants, and I only got 2 of them to grow. Like, if they don't come back on their own, if the seeds that dropped don't sprout, then I've got a whole lot less going than I would like to this year. This guy's got a little guy next to him. I don't think he'll come out of the shell, but that little black thing at the tip of this white spot is the actual seed from last year. So the cool thing about just having these raised beds is the soil is so easy to work. Just dig your fingers in there a little bit. All of a sudden, you've got the whole plant up. And you can put them in here, give them a water, and share them with friends, because this is kind of one of those gifts that keep on giving. This is one of those plants that has really impressed me, and it's one of the reasons I really like being a homesteader right now in this day and age, because it's so much easier when you have access to seeds and tools and information and stuff from all around the world, that you don't have to be traveling incredible distances or paying incredible amounts. I mean, I could order all sorts of stuff and it could be here, you know, tomorrow if I wanted. Or you can get seeds that, you know, once would never be found in your local region. that you can just pick up now or order online. It's an incredible day and age to be doing it, especially even yesterday we were at Baker Creek. So to be at Baker Creek and to see the wide variety of stuff they have from all around the world, absolutely amazing. So I've got a couple of these flats. I'm gonna continue planting. If you look at this though, there's just Malabar spinach everywhere. Here, look at all those little guys, they're coming up too. So very excited with this, very happy. And I am absolutely grateful that this plant chose to come back and bless us with its presence once again in the garden. Good thing I said so many nice things about them. They felt like a good place for them to live out their days. So guys, there you have it. I've got 36 little Malabar spinach plants that I did not plant. That's probably like 3 times the amount that my family was able to handle last year. And I've still got tons more in my bed. So absolutely incredible. Definitely love the fact that they chose to show up once again. And happy to have them on the homestead. This will always be where they grow apparently, because I'm going to encourage them to keep growing here. Papa out. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.